chance to come in. I got a couple minutes. Still got a couple minutes before I got to take it. Oh, City Hall. Go file the paperwork today. Get it done today. Man, Jamie, you're lucky, man. You're lucky that I keep forgetting this nonsense. I got to get that done today. That's on my list to do today. I get that paperwork. I got to file some court documents against this guy. I messed up on a on messing with the with one of our batch numbers, and we got your signature. I had to go to we got the signature already, but the signature from the post office, we got that. We already get that one. He signed his name to. That's why we sent the signature confirmed, so he did get the item. Had to go to PayPal and get we filed the multiple fake complaints and all that stuff. We got all the transcripts and all that stuff, and we got everything we need. Everything is there needed to get this thing rolling for court. And I was able to show this off to an attorney first. I always show things off to an attorney first, so you can sit there and say, hey, look, this is a waste of your time. Or bottom line is, hey, go with it. Knock yourself out. So that's what we're doing. So the question we have here, and yeah, we expect for you guys to come to be upset, not upset, you sellers be upset, but it's true. You should be doing this. The customer needs to ask that question. And to ask that question is that, are they getting house paint? Are they getting screen paint? If this bothers you, this upsets you at the end of the day, and you're a seller, then you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. Because a customer needs to know if they're getting a 100% product shipped to their front door. I don't understand this. You, the seller, would want the same respect. If you go buy something, you would want the same thing too. So why would you not apply that same thing back to your customers? Pretty sure you don't want to buy something at the end of the day and find out it's not properly tested. Then it break down on you or something happens along the way. Christian, pretty ticked off. That's your money at the end of the day. So how can you sit there and complain about things that may break down around you? So was this properly tested? Or I feel like I got scammed, I got robbed, if you're doing the same thing to other people. That's what makes it kind of weird why you guys do that stuff. So this is a perfect example. This is a perfect example. We use this fellow because this is a perfect example why you need to ask these questions before you purchase screen paint products. You ask it from us, we don't mind. Test demonstrations are right there on the page. Sellers, you can cry and whine all you want and say, oh, those tests are old. No, those tests are not old. Those tests were basically done before we sold the product. Not old at all. We could be a year in and those tests would still stand in court because that shows the product that was tested before we ship it out. Now, if we design something new, they have to go all through new testing. Anytime I develop a product, each product has to go through a new line of testing before we can ship it out. But this is a perfect example why customers need to request these tests. Keep in mind, if you're typing in something stupid, I'm not reading it. The reason why we have the chat open, because we leave these open so people can go in. We put this on different forum sites. We want them to see the reaction of the seller. Keep in mind, these are not customers. No customer in their right mind is going to come in and complain about a product not being properly tested. These are sellers that are coming in upset, trying to justify why they do what they do. And I'm here to tell you at the end of the day, there's no excuses. Your product needs to be tested. So if a customer comes in, consumer, this is what you need to ask from the seller. You need to ask them, before I give you this money, I need for you to do a side-by-side test next to everyday gray household products. You also need to see testing. Do you have any testing under this product? Can I see this? The last thing you want to do is get this stuff home, find out you paid $95 or $50 for a container of paint that you literally could have just went to Home Depot, Lowe's, or Sherwin-Williams and done it yourself. Even moreover, that you could have a gray wall in your house already. Can you imagine the live someone telling you that, hey, this product we have here is going to be different than the gray wall that you have sitting on your wall? Just paid $95 for something you already had in your house already, or 50 or 60 or 70, because I just want to single out one person. And again, this is a perfect example. So what went on in this video, if you haven't seen this one before on the blacklist, this is a fellow by the name of Crow 1176. He has a title right here in this video, right there. That is the fellow right there. Now let me tell you something, Jamie. If this was anybody else, we would be using them. But you're the one who got caught doing this. You're the one that got exposed, and it's the reason why this is the huge red flag. And screen paints, why screen paints should be tested, because anybody can stick anything into a container, send it over to you, and you have no proof that you're getting what you think you're getting unless it has your proper test underneath of it. We did this test 6 months to a year ago. I popped the top on the container. I said it was not going to go well, that the product was going to match. The reason why this demonstration was done, because he was pressured by his customers to do it. He finally did. He should have done it to begin with. So I'm going to go back a little bit more back here, and you'll see how close the match is. The match is extremely close. As you can see, it actually both look exactly the same. So the problem we have here is that the fact that the individuals who bought the Cinemax, they're excuse my French, they're screwed, because if you're under the 180 days of what PayPal allows you to have to go through to return an item, you can't do anything about it at all, period. Anyone in between under the 180, and I know PayPal because we do a lot of business with them, you can still request your refund. You can still do a chargeback. Chargeback's a bit of a headache because it's going to take 90 days because you have to go through your credit card and bank institution. But either way, still it's something. For those of you who just purchased the product, we advise you to request your money back right away. As I said before, this is a test of the Cinemax versus Network Grade 773. This is a product that literally you could have bought a gallon of it instead of paying $95 for a quart. You see how close that match is? That is absolutely insane. And mind you, he's not using a cheap projector. He's using a very high-end projector. He's using the P2. It's a 4K laser projector. So if you had people go out there and buy this projector saying, look, this is the best screen paint for your projector, it's going to give you this, it's going to give you that, that's a lie, because the Network Grade would have gave you the same results. Now, again, I can't express this enough to Fernando. Why are you upset? Why are you ranting? Why are you coming in the room screaming and yelling? Because that's him. Fernando has multiple eBay accounts to try to disguise who he is. Why are you so upset over this video? No customer, no troll is going to be upset with this video. The only person that would be upset with this video is you. Why are you upset? Did you not make the video? You made the video, right? You made the video. You sat on camera to try to back your product not matching Network Grade. The reason why you matched the product is because you did no testing at all. If you had done proper testing under your own product, you would have realized you would have matched several great paints. There he is bearing his receipts, showing he did purchase the product. Now you can see the energy in the video, just, you know, the video is just completely drained. He starts off ambition to get the test started. He's full of energy. He's you know, you can see he's charged up. But when that screen hits, he goes, oh shoot, what the freak did I just do in live? Yeah, it matched on so many levels it wasn't even funny. This is also a strong message and example to sellers out there. It's going to be a bit rough this year, and I'll tell you why. If you got a product out there and that customer does request that for you to do that demonstration, you have only two options to get around that. You're going to have to pull your product, and you're going to have to come back in with something new, and you're going to have to show those tests. It's sad because for this fellow, he sold a lot of this paint to the individuals. Think about the individuals who bought this product that are past the $180 return mark. Those customers who have that paint sitting on their wall right now, that he sat it and lied to them and told them that there was a difference between his product and something else. What about those individuals? Where's their justice at the end of the day? They got robbed. That's what happened to them. Because the only thing they could do was take them to small claims court. But then again, why would you do it for $95? Because literally the filing fees cost more than that. Unless you're going to take them to small claims court, and you're going to, if you can show proof, you're going to have to show proof. And that's the hard thing about it. It was gray paint. You're going to have to show proof that his product was different from the other. Unless you can use this video. I don't know how you would go about doing it. Maybe you can sue him for about $2 weeks, make a small court. You get about $10,000 out of that lawsuit. That's what we're taking them to court for. We're not this. We're taking them to court for something else. But we're taking them to small claims court. It's about $10,000. A little more sometimes, depending on what state you're at. Now, see how they're two different shades, but they match. This is why I sat there and said when he did the snow scene, and he said that the Network Gray was a little off, and the color, no, the white levels would be tremendously better because it's actually a more lighter paint. And this is where he just lost his mind right there. I guarantee you that's the moment his heart just went doom, 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 doom. Yeah, he literally thought that he was going to come in there and he was going to beat that product. He didn't. This is why I warn sellers at the end of the day, test your products. If you don't test your products, what's going to happen is you're going to end up like this fellow over here. He got on the YouTube live stream, got embarrassed so badly that he actually removed his videos off his account. Mind, this was a video that was designed to defend his product, and he had to remove it. These are not posted to his website. He can't have them on his website. You're the consumer coming here and see this. What are you going to do? Pay $95 for this, or a gallon for that right there for far less? And this is why this is a perfect example, perfect video, why we tell you to ask questions. Ask questions of us. We got no problem. We got tons of video demonstrations. Got people asking demonstrations on motorized projection screens and large screens and what's the difference between this and that and that. We can even show you the difference between us and Certify on every caliber projector. There's 1,000 limited demonstrations. We got that. And ultra short those. We got those inside and outside and certified. Look at that. That is really, really bad. Now, this guy, some people get caught. At least they remove the item. You get caught with something, they remove the item, they come out with a public apology. Look, we're sorry, such and so and so. They return money back to people, or they're probably going to bring out something better. If they have customers who are going to be loyal to them, and they'll say, hey, we're going to come out something better. And from now on, we do tests. We're going to test against these household products to make sure you're not getting robbed. That's what we ask for. That's what you should be doing. If everything in the home theater projection world has to be tested, then guess what? So do screen paints. Why shouldn't they have to be? What makes them different? What makes them so different that they don't have to go through testing? Now, I'm not just talking about just him in generally. I'm talking about everybody, including these certified high-end screens. What makes you so different? We're just using him as an example because he is the perfect example of a YouTuber who got caught scamming his customers. Perfect example. Now, let's pause here. Be warned, we go to the site. I don't like to talk about things that I can't back up. I like to back things up. You know me at the end of the day. Is he still selling this product? This is just Cinemax right here. That's the personal mix. The personal mix is no longer there on the site. He did remove that. That's gone. But he does have something called the 2.0, which is quite disturbing because 2.0, there is video showing you how to make the 2.0. Literally how to make it. It's his own video showing you how to make the Metallica mix, which is right there on the label, on how much black paint to put into it. But yet this is a product that he's still selling on his website, which that's even more disturbing than this. But we're talking about the Cinemax here. We're not more than the Cinemax. We're talking about basically just not getting robbed at the end of the day. Perfect example. So you saw the product match with no problem. You saw the fellow bear his receipts. He painted the surface in and the screen match. Bigger question, is he still selling this product on the website? Knowing what you know now. So let's go pop over. Let's see what we got going on here. Which keeper are we on? Here we go. Now, Jamie, I don't want you to take this personally. This is business. This has nothing to do with it. It's just business. You're just a perfect candidate for this. You are. You're an excellent candidate for this. And you can file lawsuits you want. You can't file jack at the end of the day. You committed serious fraud. If anything, you should be removing anything that has anything to do with this product because you could be facing some serious lawsuits over this. So don't take it personally. All right. And he gets into these rants in this section over. He starts carrying on and screaming and yelling. You're just a perfect example because at the end of the day, you got caught doing this and your product did match this house paint. But even worse, hopefully you removed it. Nope, there it is right there. Even worse, you still sell the product on your website. Right there, it is, the Cinemax for $95. You can't deny anybody not calling you a scammer at the end of the day. You are a scammer. I can't say much about the other people who make products until they do those tests. Because one of the biggest fears that screen paint makers are going to have when doing this test is the fact that if this product matches, if any of their products match any of these household products, the biggest problem they're going to have is trying to explain all the information that they put on their specification sheet is now going to be considered to be false. Can't claim your product to do this, that, and the other if you got a basic household paint that can do the exact same thing. There's going to be a problem there. So that means they'll have to redo the websites. Oh, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be quite a mess. You see right there? There's a product right there. Cinemax Screen Paint Mix, 1 quart, $95. That's the same demonstration you just saw the gentleman sitting in and doing the demonstration on the Cinemax versus Network Gray 773. He's selling it for $95, which means because he matched that product, this is an example for you sellers out there, because he matched the product, anything he has in his description is bullcrap. Because again, you can do it with house paint. It does the exact same thing. So what makes this product so special? It isn't. Let's go take a look at his specification sheet. We've been to this a dozen times. So anything you read in the specification sheet is fake. And the reason why it's fake, due to the fact I couldn't care less if you show pictures. Dude, he's very upset. So right now he's showing pictures of his screen. Jamie, how can I explain this to you? It doesn't make a difference if you're showing pictures of your screen. The Cinemax matched the house paint. You can go out and get an 8K projector. You can get a 4K projector. You can get whatever projector you want. You can do it wherever you're at. It doesn't make a difference. Your product matched house paint. And this is the same product that you sell on your website. So that's the scammer over there, very upset, very angry, because he feels that there's a difference between, well, if you're saying there's a difference, you wouldn't mind doing those demonstrations today, because the customers need to ask this. Doesn't make a difference how many pictures you show at the end of the day. Keep in mind that Network Gray can do the same thing. They did it on a 4K laser projector. What was the difference? There you go. Shipping policies, absolutely horrible. Shipping policy is strictly designed to steal from your customers. You open it, you don't get your money back, you get no exchange. Lands on your property, get no money back, you get no exchange. Doesn't make a difference. Even if you return the product, what are you returning it for? More house paint? Doesn't make a difference what pictures you show at the end of the day. I couldn't care less. What you're showing, your product matched house paint. And it shows right here proof that what I'm saying, that he's still selling the house paint on his website with no problem whatsoever of scamming his customers. Now, like I said, this is the reason why we use him as an example for the consumer. This is why you need to ask questions, not only from him, but everybody else, including us. You notice that, Jamie, that when I do these, I don't mention just everybody else and not us. Yeah, including us. Everybody, you need to ask these questions too. And if they have a problem with that, they can't show you these tests, they can't show you these demonstrations, then you go someplace else. That's where you go. That's what you do. If they're just now showing you these tests already, then that's another major red flag, because these tests should have been done long before the product ever sold. So any products now that you see under Crow 1176, especially the Cinemax, Personal Mix, or the 2.0, are just basic house paints. That's all they are. Let's go with, no, we have to go through YouTube for this one. I think it's a black and white screen paint. See if she's listening. No, not listening at all, period. Try her again. Black and white screen paint challenge. There you go, Jamie. You pop up. Told you we're all over the place. Literally, we link up everywhere. I got over 7,000 videos pumped into Google. We pop up everywhere. It'll be us everywhere. These are all our test demonstrations. All the way down from 12s, all the way down to, we have 7s, yeah. All the way, yeah, we have test demonstrations splattered everywhere. That shows you we get the job done. You guys can't even back your products up at the end of the day. And don't get me started on ambient rejection technology, because you guys don't even come close. If you want to talk about ambient rejection technology, we can show you our demonstrations from outside. Yeah, we have more outside demonstrations than any other company, any other business. We have them. Oh, I got to link up my demo page too today too. All right, so let's get back to the consumer, because this is all about the consumer. This is what we call the black and white challenge. It is a demonstration of showing what the 2.0 really is. The Metallica 2.0, you can literally make that yourself, because the same person we have in the video, basically had a video floating around for quite some time showing you how to make the product for free. I wonder if that pops up if I don't even put his name there. Gee whiz, we do just cover everything, don't we? We literally cover just about everything. I had no idea how many videos we got pumped on YouTube. Quite a lot. Yeah, we cover everything. Black and white paint challenge. I want that 2.0. This is a perfect example too. Now, like I said, I understand. No, I understand. I'm not going to say understand at all, period, because there's no excuse for it. We use Jamie as an example because it's the reason why the customer needs to ask these questions. And the reason why they need to ask these questions, so you don't end up with a house paint being shipped to your front door and no way of knowing that you got house paint or screen paint. That's a perfect example. If this fellow is matching house paint in the demonstration, and then he's still selling the same product on the website, what's the difference between the two? And then the policy has, if it lands on your property, it's yours. If you open it up, it's yours. Even worse. That's why none of your customers are in here defending you, because your customers got scammed at the end of the day and they're mad. That's why. None of your customers are coming here defending you at all, period. Why would they? Who would defend someone that you just literally just watched them in a YouTube video that you can't find? Mind you, the videos missing off the account, showing you matching Network Grade 773 perfectly, and then basically selling it on the website. Who's going to defend that? I would think even your family wouldn't do that. They would have some form of common sense that they would look like, gee whiz, man, that's pretty dirty. All right, let's find this demonstration. This right here. It's the demonstration. We asked for that one. So, oh, we got to put his name in there somewhere, right? Let's see. Are we on the wrong machine? We are on the wrong machine. Yeah, we are on the wrong machine. Keep my keywords mixed up. Oh, I'm looking at this bummer about the 4090, eh? They catch fire. Yeah, I was gonna buy one. Oh well. I have a 3090. I'll take that. All right, let me see what we got going on here. All right, so this video demonstration is how you make the Metallica 2.0. Pause right there. Blow it up for you. There's the ingredients, how to make it. That is his own video, not our video, his own video showing you how to make this product. As I said before, keep in mind this is a product that he was making long before he was selling these products on YouTube. He was giving away for free. Jamie used to give paints away for free. This is one of the ones he was giving away for free. This shows you exactly how to make the product. The same product that he actually has on his website right now that he's trying to sell for $95. This is why we request for customers to request these tests before you buy from any merchant. Either they have the products, have the test done. If they don't have the test done and they're just not showing you the test, that's a major red flag to back the heck out. Because again, products should have been tested before it was sold. And for any seller out there who wants to argue with me about that one, guess what? You've lost that before it even started. Because you tell me at the end of the day, anything you have in your house right now, you purchased those products knowing they weren't tested before you bought them? Yeah, right. That's the biggest lie on the face of the planet. What's the point of paying for a warranty if you have no proof that the product was even tested to begin with? No, everything you have in your household, whether it be down to your toaster or down to your freaking Cuisinart or whatever you may have in there, is tested before you purchased it. So how come we're not doing the same thing with your product? So there's no discussion there at all whatsoever. Don't want to hear it. If you're just now doing testing now, that's a fail. And the reason why a lot of you are not doing these tests, and I'll tell you why, because you're scared to death that you're going to end up like this guy did. That's why you're scared to death. Now, you have an option there. You can back it up or pack it up, or basically just pull the product off your shelf, rebrand it, come back in, and from now on, show tests with the product, test it. How does this basically is a bad thing for the consumer? Tell me where it's a bad thing. Consumer actually gets tested, the product actually working. Where's the bad thing at it all? And then you have a product that you can actually stand behind instead of deleting videos trying to hide it. So where's the bad part in this at? Now, I'm supposed to be a scammer at the end of the day, but I'm the one that's requesting this because you guys don't do your demonstrations. You don't do your tests correctly. Yeah, of course, we know you guys come at us. Of course, you're going to make us look bad at the end of the day, so that way you can be lazy all day and not do your work. That's why. Make the person who works the hardest look like he's a scammer, so that way we can continue scamming people at the end of the day. Now you got the wrong person at the end of the day. I'm the one that's going to request you to do the test. I'm the one that's going to push for customers to get those tests done or don't buy the product. If I'm such a scammer at the day, why would I suggest that to begin with? I got no problem with displaying my test demonstrations. I got no problem with getting the work done. The problem is you have that problem. Those that are doing that's nonsense. So I'm going to keep pushing this and pushing this. As a matter of fact, I might even make it one of our slogans that we can just paste everywhere, that we advise the customer before you buy, make sure they got it tested. So see this right here? This is why you have to ask the questions. For the customers, ask the questions. Don't be afraid to ask the questions. Ask them. There's the ingredients on how to make the Metallica 2.0 right there. And you will see that the person is right there in his home making this product out of just basic black and white paint. So anybody who got caught up in the 2.0 scam, you literally just bought a product that you could have made yourself right by watching this demonstration. Could have made it yourself. As for Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, who is very upset by these videos, again, you made these videos. What are you upset about? What are you angry about? An even bigger question, where are the videos? Can't find them. No one else can find them. So where did they go? And this is a video that you're not ashamed of, that you're not, that you say your products are legit, then where are the videos? How come they're not posted to your site? How come you don't have more test demonstrations of your product versus house paint? What's going on here? How many, even bigger question, how many of your products can match a house paint? So as you can see right there, that's him right there showing you how to make it. You know that little picture he has in the background, that's right there. That's legit. And there he is showing you how to make your own Metallica mix right there. But yet he has this on his website for $95. Now, I can't call the rest of them scammers because we don't know, but we definitely can call you a scammer at the end of the day. The evidence is there, Jamie. You can't deny it. Videos are missing, videos you're matching house paint, and even worse, the products are still on your site as we speak to this day, still being sold. He really doesn't care at the end of the day about the individual he already got. He's worrying about the individual he hasn't gotten. There you go. There's your 2.0 right there. You can make it yourself. All his products are nothing more than just black and white paint. That's it. Let's see what he says about a product that you just literally just saw a few minutes ago how to make it. What he puts in his description. And this is sad because what you just saw a few minutes ago, this is what he puts in his description, already knowing that he just showed you how to make it. Crow's Metallica Mix 2.0 mix is an oldie but goldie. Of course it's an oldie because right around the time he was giving away products for free. Great for movies and gaming, is perfect for those. Make sure we blow this up because I want y'all thinking that I'm actually just sounding like I can't read. Literally, this is how it's in the description. Check it out for yourself. It's perfect for those light controlled environments. Light controlled environments. That's house paint. House paint is literally in a light controlled environment. It doesn't pick up for jack too well. I don't know how you consider this stuff next to us. We don't use controlled environments. Let's see, light controlled environments, and it will work with 2200 lumens and up. Where have I read this before? Wait a minute. This is the same information you put in on the Cinemax. They both have the same specification. What the freak? Gee whiz. Every time I come in here, there's always something new we pick up on this guy. That's literally the same thing you wrote in the other one. They both can have the same specification sheet. Well, they have the same color. Well, gee whiz. All right, I've read this before. 22. Okay, so basically he says, okay, he changed right here. Gaming for those light controlled environments works with 2000 lumens and up. All right, here's the kicker, people. Network Gray 773, and that product he made right there, we made that. We made that multiple times on camera. Guess what it can pick up on? 1000 lumens. It picks up on 1000 lumens in the dark. How in the world you have this at 2000 lumens and we could pick it up at 1000 lumens? Anyone can make this and you can pick it up at 1000 lumens. If you have it in the same environment that he has it in, that poorly lit environment, you could pick up at 1000 lumens. Oh, heck, you can even pick up at 250 lumens in there easily. 150 lumens will pick up. A Pico would pick up on that. Guess what else would pick up on a Pico and a 200 lumen projector? House paint. Everyday house paint will do the exact same thing. So I don't know how in the world you have it works with 2000 lumens, but yet, oh, great goodness. But yet you could do that with house paint with no problem. Hey, check this out. You want to see the message he put in here real quick? He put in quality. This is the Cinemax. Oh, we have to get a picture of this. Quality. This is the, it's telling you, giving you quality on a product you just saw a few minutes ago. Matching house paint. Yeah, you're getting quality, all right. You get the same thing from Sherwin-Williams. They give you quality also. That's pretty sad. So right here, it works up to, it's a 1080p, 3D, 4K tested. No, it is not tested. This product is not tested. You want to test this product out, Jamie? You want to make this legit? How about you make that mixture we saw in that mixture and put it together and some other house paints to see if it's actually tested. It's not tested at all, period. All these demonstrations are done on 4K right here, so no. Let me see. Please, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. I have a live chat ready for you anytime. Good. When you go to the live chat, guess what you need to ask for? You want to see the difference between this product and the free product. Feel free to go to our page and pull any video you want. You can send it over to him and ask him. Okay. The fellow over here is showing a demonstration of the Metallica 2.0. Can you do a demonstration? Don't forget to request the slip silver and the Network Gray 773. If he backs down, you got problems. All right, let me see right here. Let's see. Please check out our picture gallery and check out the Black Series Edition Scam Black Paint. Doesn't work, so be aware. Be aware. Interesting. We have the test page. We can back our products at 100%. Our company's registered, it's licensed, and yet this is not registered and licensed. And on top of that, we got products that you can clearly see that are matching house paint, including this product that match the product that you can make it yourself. You can literally make this yourself. 2.0. All right, let's go over to, mind you, right here, where he says quality. This is the Cinemax, people. This is what he's telling you. You're getting quality, right? That's the Cinemax. Remember what you just saw there. This is the reason why we advise you to ask these questions. You're getting quality. Yeah, same quality you would receive right here also, right? Yeah, that's quality, Jamie. Where's your quality at? Now, room's open. You could come in. You're not blocked from my channel at all, period. As a matter of fact, I did a video. He's actually our #1 subscriber. You feel free to come in and explain this, because I want to know when you're talking about, if you're going to post something in your chat and say quality, show us where the quality's at in this video versus the Network Gray 773. Where's the quality? We'll give him some time. He has multiple accounts, so he'll pop in with any one of those. We see the quality in the product. Hmm. No quality, Jamie. Your product matches house paint. And then you continue to sell the same product on your website, and you have a nerve to come into that, well, it's your website anyway, but you have a nerve to come on that website and put a picture of the exact same screen that we're looking at right now that matched a house paint, and you have a nerve to put quality. This is why, perfect example, why the consumer needs to ask these questions. That's why. Because people like this at the end of the day will rob you. Now, we couldn't make that up. You just saw it a few minutes ago. You just posted in. This is quality. And you're looking at it right here, matching the product. With him in the video at that. Yeah, that's quality, all right. That's quality. Yeah. You know what? Excuse me. I would just, if it's such quality, as you said it is, Jamie, you wouldn't have a problem posting the videos to your website showing the quality, would you? No, you're not going to do that because, again, if you're ranting and you're upset over this video, there's no way in the world you're going to post this to your site. There is no quality. Customer can get the exact thing out of Sherwin-Williams. There's no difference. There's no quality. That's why you have to be careful. This is why we ask the questions. Why would anybody, the fact that anybody is upset over what we requested clearly shows you guys are a bunch of scammers. Now, we can't say who's scammers, but we can say you're a scammer. We definitely can say that because we have the evidence right here. But the rest of them, if you're upset by this, then it outs you as a scammer. Why would you be bothered by it? That's Jamie right now. That's Jamie. That'll be Jamie right now hitting our account crying again. He's always on the account crying. Different accounts, crying and crying and crying and crying and crying. What are you upset about? You have to do the test. Been telling you all that from day one. You have to do tests. So now, since we've been asking you guys to do the test and you won't do it, now we're going to ask the consumer to ask. We're going to campaign that before any consumer buys a product from anyone, including us, make sure their product is tested. You know, it's funny, when we do these test demonstrations on our products before we launch them, these guys are the first ones to come in screaming that, oh, our demonstrations are fake, but you don't do any demonstrations on our level at all, period. You don't do any test at all. So again, you have no test pages. You won't do that. You're upset because, and you're very upset because, again, now we armed the customer with a new weapon against you, and you don't like it. Of course, we're bulletproof over here, so we're good. We test our stuff. But it scares you. And of course, it scares you because now the customer has the first question. Don't worry about your screen size. Don't worry about how much coverage. Don't worry about if it doesn't even work with your projector. The first question you need to ask, even us at the end of the day, show me tests of your product versus house paint. Show me that I can't do this myself. Show me that I can't save the money myself. Prove it to me. Just like when I go into a form site versus certified screens versus our technology, I got people in there that can spend $20,000, $30,000 for a projection screen with no problem. I have to be to go in there and show them the difference between my technology and that certified screen that they got the deep pockets to pay for. And I can go in that room and I can show them that my screen can produce better color. I can do it in well-lit environments. I can do things that that certified screen couldn't even begin to even think of. And not only that, if they bring up the question, what about ultra short throw? Got them too. We had all those elite screens, which is more popular screen, which is for the ceiling and light projection technology on ultra short throw projectors. I had a customer a couple of days ago. He was blown away when I was asking about ultra short throw setups. And he said, I don't want to spend a lot of money. And of course, a lot of people don't want to spend a lot of money. And he thought the demonstration on that $60 720p at 150 inches that we had displayed in the room, he thought that was a 1080p projector. I said, no, that's a $60 projector sitting on the floor. It's not even designed to do 150 inches. There you go. And you guys are sitting up there with a $3,300 machine and you're sitting in the dark, can't produce a proper contrast level, and you're matching house paint? That is not good at all. If you can't work on that, a projector of that caliber, there's no way in the world your product is ever going to work at 720p or anything you claim on it to begin with. No. So what are you bothered by? Question. What are you bothered by? What are you bothered by? What are you upset about? You're bothered for the simple fact that now the customer is going to ask you that question that you don't want them to answer, to say to you. And they're going to ask the question is, what's the difference between your product and house paint? And this is a perfect example why we're showing you Jamie Crow 1176 is a perfect example when I tell you why you have to ask these questions. Because you have a fellow in here that is matching a house paint product. And not only is he matching a house paint product, but he continues to sell the same product on his website. This is why you have to ask these questions. You ask them from them, you ask them from the certified, you ask them from us. You ask everybody for those tests. That's what you need to do. And the biggest red flag you will see, the first red flag you will see as a consumer, as a buyer, the first red flag, if they're just now showing you these tests and you have never seen these tests before on their accounts, that's a major red flag that paint was never tested. As I said before to you sellers out there that are upset by this, listen when I say this to you. Understand when I say this to you. If the very items that you have in front of you, you purchased those items because they were tested, right? When your PS5, whatever you purchased at the end of the day, dishwasher, brakes for your car, whatever it is. You bought it because it was tested before you bought it, right? Because it was tested, that gave you the confidence level to go buy it. You wouldn't dare go out and buy a product at the end of the day to say, oh, well, this is not tested. But here you go. You wouldn't purchase that. You wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. So why in the world would you subject your customers to that if you wouldn't want to go through it? There you go. Now let that sink in. And next time, make sure your products are tested before you sell them to the consumer so they know what they're getting at the end of the day. You want somebody, don't want somebody to treat you that way. Why would you treat them that way? Why do you think Mr. Bird goes and puts all this time and energy and hard work into doing these tests? These tests take hours of testing. I have to collect projectors. I have to do them in different environments. I have to order all kinds of sample sheets and have to see how they're going to react on this and how to react. It's hours and hours of testing. And some of my live demonstrations, they can go on for anywhere from an hour to 3 hours long. We test screens the minute they're developed. We put them right there on camera and test them. So we do all this. Why can't you? But yet this is the same consumer. If you look around and everything it has in his house or in his apartment, wherever they may be at, I guarantee you wouldn't have purchased anything in that environment unless you knew it was tested first and it worked 100%. So why do you treat your customers any different? All right, gentlemen, you got work to do. Chop, chop. You roll them sleeves up. Gravy train is over. Just got derailed. You got to work. That's what you got to do. All right, with that being said, got to go. As for the consumer, as I said before, first question you need to ask anytime you're buying any form of screen paint products, even from us, make sure they have those tests. Make sure you can go to that page and click and see the test demonstrations were done on that product. Now, for you other gentlemen out there at the end of the day who want to say, oh, well, the tests are fake. Well, if my tests are so fake, you wouldn't mind doing my challenge because I did put my challenge up a week ago. My entire test page is up. So since my entire test page is up, I put it up as a challenge. If I'm my tests are fake and they're not real, you wouldn't have any problem completing all my tests. Oh, but you can't. All right, I thought so. All right, then. Well, that's basically about it. Good luck. You're going to need it. For the customers, you know what to ask for now. Don't worry about your projector. Don't even worry about screen size. The first question you ask out of your mouth to them and to us too also, what's the difference between our product and black paints, black fabrics, and all that other stuff? Because we did the testing already. Yeah, I love doing those tests. Our tests are fun. I don't know how people don't want to do those tests. But anyway, and for them, you want to ask them about those gray products. Can you do this yourself? All right? All right. I got to go. Thank you all. God bless.